Oh yeah, I just remember we went to that fishing restaurant. I hate that place so much.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so there's this restaurant you can go to in Japan, and it's a very big touristy place.
Yeah.
There's a few of them in Japan. And
where you can fish your own fish, right?
Okay, so yes, you fish the fish and then you eat it, right? And they'll ask you how you want it prepared. But these fish are like dead. So you have to like stab them with the hook. You don't catch them. You kind of have to shimmy the hook into the part of their body and then drag them out.
Yeah.
It's very like, oh, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And it's like really, it's gross.
And also, like, they don't even use the fish that you even fish up, right? Like, they have like a different fish prepared.
I don't know if that.
I don't know if that's a rumor, but I mean, I would hope so. Just from seeing how half dead some of these fish are, I'm like, I don't know if they're good to eat, dude. Like,
food is mid as well.
It's all right.
It's fine.
I mean, it's
fine.
just
it's mid. It's just like
fine.
The sushi was fine.
It's fine.
I was just like, damn it.
It's acceptable.
Wish I ate other sushi.
Like what?
Just anything else.
Anything else?
Even sushi-ro. Sushi-ro.
Yeah,
like
just take me to a sushi-ro, bro.
Yeah, sushi chains in Japan, even like the 100 yen ones, pretty fucking good. They're pretty decent. They do the trick. As long as it's not, don't get the sushi from the conveyor belt. Just order it from the tablet. Yeah. Get it fresh.
I mean, I noticed now that it's, even if I go to a conveyor belt sushi place, it's rare that it's full of sushi anymore. Most of the time people just order from the tablets nowadays.
Yeah.
And it's
because it's like, why would I want the sushi that's been going around for 40 minutes?
Yeah,
exactly. The sushi they just made.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that sounds much better. I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Even like the cheapest sushi chains you can find in Japan is like better than some of the expensive sushi that you can find like worldwide. So that's why in a sense, I prefer going to like cheap conveyor belt sushis and some of like the more higher end sushi places because it's rare that I'm ever full in like the higher end sushi places, you know?
Yeah.
But omakase, is that what it is?
Yeah, omakase, yeah. It's rare that I'm ever full, and I just feel guilty like ordering more from the chef to be like, you didn't feed me enough. Give me more. And then you order like 1 or 2 more pieces. I'm like, fuck. How do I tell?
No, I don't think they mind. I don't think they mind that.
No, they don't mind because they're still getting the money for it.
Yeah, pay.
It's like, you're not full, too bad. $200, please.
Okay, so question, because I assume your dad's obviously been to Japan a bunch. Does he love all the sushi? Or is he kind of
doesn't
picky?
love everything. I mean, he'll eat like the majority of like the fish and stuff like that. But some of the weirder ones, like he doesn't like natto or like the sperm sacs or
fuck the sperm
any of that
sacs.
kind of, or like I don't even think he likes uni. If I'm not too sure, but like he obviously like. But if it's just like regular white fish or whatever salmon, he'll eat that.
Yeah, because obviously my parents want to come visit Japan, and I'm like, damn. I don't know if they're what kind of sushi they'll like. Yeah. Have you thought about this? I mean,
I've had to think about this actually.
Do you think your parents are gonna like sushi?
Okay, so I've thought about this for both my parents.
you're like sitting there like Shinji, like, what food should I take them to? I don't know what they'll appreciate.
Because I have my parents coming. And then I also have Sydney's parents coming as well. And I'm like, how can I describe Sydney's parents? Like,
okay, so my parents are very, very white British.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. it's like,
how do I get them to eat anything that isn't cooked?
Yeah. Like Sydney's parents are like the most American parents you could like ever imagine. Like Sydney's dad is like the epitome of like an American dad. You know? He's like
red, white, and blue. Veins, dude.
He's like every American dad you've seen in every sitcom, on every fucking movie, and everything like that. And I'm like, how do I? It's just like. I know. Hi Russell, if you're listening to this, by the way. It's like I know it's like the type of person you take to a sushi place and he's asking where the fork is, you know?
I don't even. This is my dad. I don't think I've ever seen my dad use chopsticks. Maybe he does. I don't know actually.
Yeah, can your parents use chopsticks?
Pretty sure my mum can. My dad. I need to find out. I'll find out.
I would say maybe start your parents off on something like salmon. Right, the salmon sushi.
Well, that's why I like
the tuna sushi.
Yeah,
I will see what they like. I'll take them to a sushi-ro.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, all right, we're gonna try one of everything.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, don't.
If you don't like it, I'll eat it.
I'll eat it, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
right?
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think sushi should be fine. I'm thinking,
but there are also people who are like very weird about eating raw meat. Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like I'm going to be like, hey, eat this. By the way, it's raw horse.
Yeah.
I mean, sushi's not the one I'm worried about. It's some of the other things that they can find in Japan, which might be having like a little bit harder.
I think a sushi is like, I want them to try that. And other stuff
you can get sushi in like the UK,
but I want
right?
to try good sushi. Sushi that's edible, can't.
It's like just take him to a Yo Sushi. Easy
I want
clap.
to give him sushi that's good. And like sushi was fine. Because I don't want to take him to an omakase place, and then the sushi chef has been doing it for 50 years. Is like, please enjoy. And they're like, what the fuck is
It's
this?
like, here you go. I don't want it. Here you go. I don't want it.
Have you seen I've seen videos of like someone stabbing the sushi with the fork and then putting in like their salad and then eating it. Yeah, I've seen videos of these because of tourist officers coming in.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I wonder what other dishes do you want them to try?
What is like, you know? Well, actually, it depends. When are they coming?
Oh, it's like April. Probably.
April?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
I think in January.
Oh
Shit!
I just holy shit.
maybe like a nabe of some kind.
Yeah, I think they'd enjoy
Like sukiyaki or something?
Yeah, sukiyaki.
Although the raw egg might throw them off a bit.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna make him eat sukiyaki.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
you gotta make him try sukiyaki.
Trust. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I think I can get away with raw egg. You know.
Okay.
I think they'll complain about it and they'll think it's weird, but as soon as they try it, hopefully.
I mean, I feel like if you're younger, it's probably easier, right? Because you're more open to trying new foods,
Yeah.
right? Obviously, if you're older, you've been eating the same things your whole life, and you're less like, well, I've survived without raw egg. I don't think I want to try it.
It's just like the Japanese cuisine is just so vastly different from like Western cuisine, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, now the world's become more, let's say, like globalized and everything like that. So people our age, I feel like we've had more of a chance to try all these different types of cuisines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you get to our parents' age, you know, it was a lot harder to try different cuisines back then, let's say. In fact, it's like surprised me so much just how much choice there is nowadays.
UK went from like nothing to like good now.
Exactly. You know, I go to like most major cities and they have like proper cuisines of like every type. Whereas I remember before, you go to a Chinese restaurant and there was only like one type of Chinese restaurant, you know, which was just basically
Orange
Hong Kong
chicken.
Yeah, orange chicken, Kung Pao chicken, like. And now, like, you go to the UK and there's like so many different types of Chinese restaurant, which is how it should be. It's like Szechuan food, there's like Chinese hot pot. And I'm just like, wow, this choice wasn't there when I was growing up in England. God knows what the choice was like when my parents were, you know.
It might also be because maybe back in our parents' generation, there wasn't enough like understanding or knowledge on the subtle differences of a lot of like food like that. So maybe they existed. Like maybe, you know, like Szechuan food and hot pot and like, you know, traditional Chinese food did exist, but it was probably all just labeled under Chinese food.
Yeah.
Right. And it's probably just like, oh, it's from China, so it must be just Chinese food. And you didn't probably, there wasn't enough information out there to be like, oh, this is a different type of Chinese food.
Yeah.
Or this is a different type of Indian food.
Yeah.
Or, you know, anything like that, right? It's like, you know, I'm sure like back in our parents' day, there was just like, there's Asian food. And that's it. There's Asian food and there is non-Asian food.
No, I remember.
You know?
I remember when I was growing up in Brighton, at least when we wanted like. When we wanted Chinese or Japanese food, they were both under the same restaurant.
Yeah.
It wasn't Chinese or Japanese. It was Chinese and
sad.
Japanese.
Yeah.
It was
like an Asian fusion, right?
It was
It
Asian
feels like
fusion.
the opposite in terms of like flavors.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Chinese food is often quite heavy, maybe oily.
Yeah.
Whereas Japanese
food is very light.
very
Not
light,
so
very-
many spices. You
Yeah.
know,
not a
very.
lot of
Meanwhile,
oil.
Korean food is full of spices,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
I remember
food
when
goes hard.
when growing up, Korean food just wasn't a thing.
No.
I was like, you had zero choice of Korean cuisine, and nobody knew about it either. It was either Chinese or Japanese or
That's true.
Indian, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just weird now seeing how many different cuisines are like coming up there. Like Vietnamese cuisine is like coming up as well, whereas before I was just like, oh, it's I've had Thai food. That's that's just all Southeast Asian
before it
food,
was
right?
Like, let's hit up that Asian restaurant that has sushi, pad thai, orange chicken. Like, it just has everything.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, didn't the Thai government, and I think it might still does, like they sponsor a lot of people opening up Thai restaurants abroad.
If they do, that's 5 head.
Because they wanted Thai food to be like really well known.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did that. Can we fact check?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because I think if you look at all the foreign foods from like Southeast Asia, like it's only like Thai food is the big one that like has been pushed the most.
Yeah.
I think it's because the government was like, hey, we need to get our food out there.
I mean, it makes sense when pretty much everyone in my parents' and dad's side who emigrated out of Thailand, started a restaurant business. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like a
checks out. I
there was
guess
some kind of program maybe.
There is not a single Thai person who has come out from outside Thailand who didn't at one point in their lives own a restaurant.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. I'm just like,
We got the fact check.
Okay.
All right.
What do you think?
2002, the Thai government had been funding
2002.
thousands of restaurants around the world to make them authentic.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Thai
That's
government-
5head.
Yeah, because they realize like, hey, how do we get our name on the map? Let's make bomb ass food. The people are going to be like, no, I don't want Chinese, I want Thai food.
Yeah,
And then you think about it more, right? You know of the country, you know about it. Like, I don't know a lot about some other Southeast Asian countries because the food isn't really like pushed.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it's kind of it's very niche.
And food is very intrinsically linked to the culture too.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
like,
it
like,
is.
you know.
bro, like. Dude, I mean, I swear, half of the hype around Italy is how goddamn good their food is.
Yeah.
You know,
But no one ever thinks to stop about the government.
we don't talk about the Italian government. The Italian politics, we don't talk about.
Italian politics
Yeah.
be kind of whack, but their food
Yeah,
is
I guess
goddamn good.
everyone you know, you think about it.
Yeah, every single family member that has emigrated out of Thailand, and I have a
Started a restaurant.
fucking big family, by the way, or in my parents' generation, started a restaurant business.